It's official. We've completely lost it. I guess I'm here to return my membership card. Did you know? Good morning and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Georgia. I'm an amateur ultra runner who dabbles in triathlon whilst working as a full-time nurse and a full-time dog mum. If you're not new here, thank you. Welcome back. Let's go and run a half marathon. It's official. We've completely lost it. It's all going. Anyway, hi, welcome back. I'm going to take this off. I was looking for my tripod, which I now can't find, which is highly irritating because it is race weekend and I totally forgot to start the vlog situation. So hopefully you'll now have seen last week's video. So Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all that jazz. But we're moving on now. We're moving forward. So tomorrow I have got a half marathon in Delemere Forest. So it's all trails. I don't think Delemere Forest is very hilly, if I'm honest. I think it's quite flat, but it will be squidgy and it's going to be cold. It is forecast 0 degrees, but feels like -3 with 40-mile-an-hour winds and I believe 80% chance of rain. Doesn't that sound like fun? I was also trying, that's why I'm so blooming there, because I was trying to sort my microphones out and they're not working because I'd vowed to myself this year I bought these blooming microphones and I haven't used them and I want to get the audio quality much better. So I've just plugged another one in. I plugged them both in this morning but they didn't seem to be working. Anyway, let's calm down and figure out what to wear for tomorrow's race. Okay, so hopefully this has got slightly better audio because the microphones are working. That does not make up for the lighting. So for Christmas, I actually got a new running vest. And I got it from Kit Run, which is the running brand inside Decathlon, and they've got some really good kit at decent prices. But this was like an end of line. But it's 8 litres, it says, storage and a bladder in there. So I'm going to test it out tomorrow. It's got a really, I mean, I haven't run on it. It's literally got the labels on. But we're going to see. I'm going to see if that works. But I think I'm going to get my Solomon one fixed. It just needs 2 new zips. But this was like 40 quid or something, and I thought, I can't let that go. So we're going to try. We're going to see what that does tomorrow. So anyway, that aside, we have got a cropped windbreak that I also bought from TK Maxx new. I don't know what's going on with all this new stuff. And a long sleeve. So I'm thinking 2 light long sleeve plus the vest will be warm enough. Then it's just whether we go to the tight shorts, which I have been running in lately and training a lot more in, which is very unlike me, but there was good reason for it. Not so much now, but I'm getting a bit more used to it, and I quite like the tight and the baggy. That's kind of who I am. Or we go for the OG, the trusty faithful New Balance baggies, or the Puma baggies, which I also really like. And then I'm taking some options. So obviously the charity shop trackies, the bra, definitely need a new one of those. That's really starting to rub. And then I've got my old faithful cropped but tight kind of compression-y, so might be warmer with the long, or just again slightly more compression-y long black t-shirt with that. So we don't know exactly, but we're going to pack it all. I'm thinking we're going to go baggy, long sleeve, because that's going to act like a bit of a body warmer. But yeah, cannot choose. So essentially we're just going to have to see in the morning how cold I am after a really good warm up. My hip is still a little bit uncomfortable, but I also haven't had a chance to run for a couple of days. So I was supposed to run yesterday and do my kind of 8k easy shakeout and then have a full rest day today, but it was so snowy and so slippy and so icy and I was really tired and I had loads of other stuff to do. And I had in my head that I wanted to do all my food prep yesterday for kind of a new food regime starting on Monday. So I've got a little clip in here of how much effort that took, including the big shop. And I hate, this house is not the place to be when it comes to running out of food, because neither me nor the physio ever want to go and do a food shop, actually. So we'd got to like no super noodles levels of empty cupboards. So that took up a lot of energy for the day. So I decided against it, thought I'll try this morning and this was the message that I received this morning. So I got on the bike instead. So I think I was on the bike for about 35 minutes. Kind of nothing particularly exhaustive. So, I can't even talk. Strenuous. Let's go strenuous. But flush the legs out a little bit. So that got done. So now all we have to do is pack this bag, pack the layers, and take a look at my food downstairs. And yeah. Chomping ice off the table. Eating, like grinding the ice off the table. Is that yummy? I think you're broken. Yay! Rushing. Wasn't feeling even a little bit hungry, so the bowl's coming with me. Well, that is a new one on me. I have never not finished a race, but today was not the one. And this is very much a hot debrief. I'm not hot, but because it's instant. I'm fuming. Absolutely fuming. I'm so annoyed and really not pleased, and I totally understand this whole DNF feeling now, because right now I'm thinking, why on earth did I do that? Why didn't I just finish it? I only had 8k. Anyway, update you sooner. Heading to get a coffee and probably a cake and maybe even some sympathy shopping. Yay. So, it has been a minute. In fact, quite a few thousand minutes, I would suggest, because we're now in February to outro this vlog, but we're outroing it because it's race weekend again and we needed to restart. But life has been, I feel like I've said that a lot, but the last 6 months has genuinely been a lot, and I am not unafraid, unhappy to admit that I have been struggling mentally with it all, actually, and realistically still am, but also feel like I've just kind of lost myself a little bit for a while there, and just kind of coming back to life. But here we are, and I'm not going to go into all of that right now because this is an outro to a vlog, and it's the outro to the DNF, and yeah, that's not fun. I did not enjoy that. I did not enjoy DNFing, and it really didn't help the mental cycle I seem to have kind of found myself in, because I probably DNF'd because mentally I wasn't fully in it. My body wasn't really ready, potentially. My brain wasn't really ready, but I went to give it a go. Whilst I was running, my heart rate went absolutely through the roof, like 200 plus through the roof. I was walking at like 3k, which, yeah, never a good start. And I was kind of getting some chest pains, and with previous heart concerns, even though I've completely had the all clear, I just thought, you know what, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. So I stopped, essentially. That's not good. Sorry, I'm cooking duck. Why? I don't know. Well, I do know, because it was on offer and I needed something to go on my salad. But yeah, anyway, that's a bit of a rubbish end to that. DNFing sucks. I am grateful that it's my first ever one. It was the first time that I've ever genuinely been like, no, I can't do this. I just need to stop. But that does not make it any easier. I did think about doing kind of a let's normalise DNFing and it feeling, you know, it's okay to mature in running, that you will quit. I'm not there yet. I'm still now, a few weeks later, still not there yet. But it happened. We're going to move on. This weekend, let's get to that instead. I have a 10k, which will be my 10k PB attempt. It will not be a sub 40 attempt. To be quite frank, I'm not in that position. It will be a good effort attempt. I do want a PB, and I'm aiming. I don't know. Do I want to say what I'm aiming for? I'm aiming to beat Garmin and beat Strava predictions. So I will put them here. Okay, I listened to that and realised enough. Cooking at the same time was not ideal. So that is now cooked. It's resting. I have no idea if it's done. Probably should have consulted an adult on that one. But anyway, Strava is predicting 46:59, so a 47-minute 10k. Garmin is predicting a 44:19. My current best effort is 43:33. So I really hope I beat both Garmin and Strava and get a PB, which will be anything below 43:33. I don't know when I did that, and I don't know if it was like an actual race environment. I don't think it was. I'm also conscious that I'm wearing my pyjama top. It's 6:10 and I don't care. Yeah, so that's the plan. It is Tatton Park, so it's with Run Through, who I have worked for, well, worked for, not directly for them, but worked as a medic at their events, and they're a really nice bunch, so that's why I chose them. I think I've mentioned that in the previous, when I was supposed to be doing a good solid block for this. So that should be good fun. And then following that, Dave is actually in a lifting competition, which is the first time in well over a year, I think. So we've got that on Sunday. So that should be good. A bit of a decompression time, watch someone else put themselves through their paces. So yeah, Delemere Forest, no, goodbye. Goodbye DNFs, we're not taking that with us. Hopefully this race is a little bit more successful. I feel okay, I feel good. A sub 40 at this stage is just not achievable, because realistically I'd need a good 12-week uninterrupted block, which that is not happening anytime soon. I also, which I haven't mentioned, have a new coach. So I've had a chat with him. We're aiming at a certain time and see how that goes. But the reason I got a new coach is because everything is so blooming stressful at the moment. Planning my training and races and calendar and fitting that in as well was just getting really quite irritating. So I've given it to someone else to do. So yeah, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you if you have stayed this far listening to my rambling, and I promise the next video will be much more uplifting and much more positive. Please like and subscribe if you don't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. If you've waited this long, you'll understand the confusion as to the screenshot in the intro. Enjoy your dinners, guys.